Hi, Diana.
Aw,
Diana. We're renaming the podcast. St. Jude's Church Bulletin is now the Diana Daily Podcast.
The Diana. The Diana.
The Daily
Show.
Diana.
We should have like a moment. We could just get her some Diana wisdom. That'd be funny.
Yeah. You know how to get
A daily moment with Diana.
daily dose.
There it
Daily
is.
dose.
A daily dose of Diana.
she can teach you how to get wax out of carpets and
Yeah.
wax
She's-
out of ears.
Wax.
Oh, Diana. Saint Diana.
Pray for us.
Well, here we are. I think I might have found a typo in your bulletin already.
Already?
For sacrificial giving date, I think
Was
is
wrong?
wrong. Yeah, I'm pretty. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm
I
jumping ahead.
don't
No.
know.
Oh, no. Never mind. Just wishful thinking.
No, I did it. I think I did it
Okay.
right this
Yeah,
time.
we're
For
okay.
once. It's you. It has been wrong there in the past. So you're not wrong to think because it was for a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Well, here we are. Better late than never.
Blessed be God. Well, it's exciting because of what we have going on this weekend, but we'll get to that. But yeah, other than Mass, because we have a lot going on, it's exciting. I'm excited. I don't know why I'm whispering, but it's my favorite.
It's your NPR voice.
It is.
It's all right. We're all here.
Well, no, it's my favorite gospel reading. If I had to pick one,
The drowning Jesus.
no, Jesus
sorry.
is above the water. There
I
he
just
is.
wanna know how they had a
It's a
camera.
photo. It's
How they got a camera
Peter
under the
whipped it.
water.
Peter
This is
whipped his phone
AI
out
generated.
underwater. Took that picture. Yeah,
That's from our fountain, isn't it?
was Peter in the fountain?
It's in,
There you go. It's like one of those. Those
Our
like
water-
rescuers
the
down
water's not
under
that clear
videos.
in
You know,
the
where it's like
fountain.
the mouse. It's like the mouse version.
it's very nice.
But yeah, no, this is my favorite gospel, so I'm stoked.
Yep. Well, if you don't know that gospel passage, just look at the front of the bulletin.
Mm-hmm.
Do some Visio Divino. All right. Looks like our phone numbers are the same. Website's the same. All
have a
that
new-
looks pretty good.
We have a new
Wow.
family in the family resources section.
We do.
That's pretty fun.
We do.
Oh.
Yeah, we just welcome that new family into our Google search. So I said we got to mix it up. They got green on. They look like they're ordinary time.
Ordinary time.
Yeah.
Yeah. very good.
Sunday.
Yeah. Well, it was all really nice because I was like, oh,
Yeah.
parenting. A woman was with child, so I was searching for pregnant women, and that was
Yeah.
then it was like confusing. So I thought we'll just go with this one because Revelation 12:2 is a little graphic if you probably look it up directly. So labor pain.
Oh boy.
we're having a really hard start this week.
I was gonna
So
say
let's just dive right into this.
Feast of the Assumptions on Tuesday.
I think that's
That's
Don't
important.
assume that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Only
Only
Mary
Mary.
should be. When you have two dads and a father, we got to do a dad joke, and that's it. Only Mary should be assuming.
Walk into a studio.
There you go.
7:30, 12:10, and 6:30 p.m.
Yep.
So, okay, so it is 7:30. Did I throw people off? Or is
Yeah,
it-
he told me 7. So
I know. So what?
I put
What-
7
This
out there.
is what you said to me.
I
So
know,
which
but I'm-
is it? Let's decide
I know, but
live.
Isn't it normally 7?
Is it
Normally
7?
That's in 7:30 now.
I don't know. Well,
I can
don't-
change social
We
media
could-
more than you can change bulletin right now.
That's true. Although it does make more sense with the 6:30 and 7:30 with the 2:30s. But I don't know.
I have to change the announcements for the church then too.
Let's make it 7:30.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
See, listen right here.
See, that's why we do this podcast.
To find our mistakes.
To talk to each other.
This is really. I know I struggled because I was keeping the 6:30.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
what threw me off. I was keeping the 6:30 on a Tuesday.
All right.
But okay.
7:30.
Well,
it is.
I like sleeping.
And
So
if you're here
7:30
a
is
half
actually
hour
good.
Early, you can pray.
Yeah, that's nice.
There you go. That's a good
Okay,
thing.
so
okay.
make sure. Yeah.
7:30 on
Come
Tuesday.
to mass for our holy day.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, so let's talk about where we have the infamous church picnic, but we might have thunderstorms tomorrow. So we're going to make some hot dogs and hamburgers in the thunderstorms, I think. So
Yeah.
it'll be good. It's still and the pulled pork, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be really good. I'm going to start that tomorrow. So
No, it's already on the smoker,
on the smoker.
right? It's
That's on the pit.
We just
I buried the
slaughtered the fattened pig, and we're ready.
Well, if it storms, it fits right in with that with the gospel. You
Yes.
know, they were rowing across the lake. We're not going to do that
could tie it
on
there,
Lake
yeah.
Erie, although that would be cool.
We'll take the Victorian.
The Victorian princess
Princess
out,
out.
yeah, in the storm.
I don't know if
Yeah.
it'll hold up.
Not a sponsor. Anyway, we'll
Not a
see what
sponsor.
happens.
Okay,
Yeah.
well now I'm confused because this part it says 7.
Oh Lord.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
So it's literally twice wrong
In the bulletin.
in the
We'll
bulletin.
figure that out.
Yeah, sorry about that,
We'll do a
everybody.
survey this weekend.
Yeah, which is better. Yeah.
We have an open house next week. That's going to be really cool. Come anytime between 7 and 1. You can bring people who are questioning and maybe, hey, what's going on over there?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have building tours. We're going to do different ministries here.
I just got my haircut,
Father guys here.
and
We're gonna do-
while I was there at Sports
Oh, okay.
Clips,
There's a reason.
You look
there's
pretty
a
good
reason.
there, yeah.
There's a reason I'm not just like shouting out random things.
Yes.
The girl cutting my hair doesn't know I'm a priest, but one of my former students is the manager there. She knows I'm a priest, and I had her in school, and she was saying, about how she enjoyed world religions class, and and then this girl proceeds to tell me the difference between Catholicism and Christianity. So I'm like, these are the people we need to invite.
Come to
our
the open house and find
because
out.
She said to me, "Well, my grandma was Catholic, but I think Christianity that's the one that's more about Jesus compared to Catholicism."
Ah.
I'm not sure what.
And that's why our tagline is revealing Jesus.
So I'm like, no, Catholics. I think we follow Jesus too now.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
it's a
now. It's a
newer.
it's a
We
newer
were
concept.
called Christians before Catholics, technically.
We were the way before.
The way.
The way originally, yeah. Well,
Saint
didn't
Jude's.
St. Paul coin Christian as a Greek thing?
I don't know.
I think he did.
If you're listening and you know the answer to that,
Email us.
this week's mystery question. Let us know.
No, we're going to do
Antioch. That's all I
But
know.
in all seriousness, while you guys were gone at World Youth Day, which is good to have you back, by the way.
It's great to be here.
I want to
Thanks for having
I want to
us.
thank everybody. Yeah. No, that was we got the main question people had about the open house was like, can I bring someone to it?
Is it open?
Yeah.
Is it open to the public?
It was because it was like, what's the catch? Was kind of the vibe of a lot of questions, and I'm like, there isn't one. Please, like, we would prefer you to bring somebody. Like as a bunch of people.
That's the idea.
At least 5 people asked me if they could bring someone who's wandered away from the church.
Yes, we like to.
That's what I
Yes.
said. I said I would love it, and they were like, well,
Wait.
even people who are argumentative. I said we would love that.
Yes.
They'll fit right in.
That we can handle it.
Do we invite people with piercings and tattoos though?
Of course.
Because the other girl at the salon, at the Sports Clips, said, "Oh, I don't really go to church because look at me, I got piercings and tattoos." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Other people do too.
Welcome.
Some you can see and some you can't."
There you go.
So, this whole like church for everyone.
It is. It really
That's
is.
our open house theme.
So it's our. Oh, maybe we should have next year if we do this again. We should just to drive the point home because people are worried about it. Is maybe we should call it the open house
It's
or
the
something like
open-
that. Because it's a be like, is it open to anybody? Yes.
The open square.
I don't know.
Open house,
Like,
open church. Anyway, we'll be here. Bring your friends. Bring your enemies.
And bring
Yeah.
your desserts at 11:30 a.m.
What are we
for the
What
Emmaus
is that?
dessert drop.
Yeah.
Oh, you moved on. I was like, what does that have to do? I
It's
mean,
all about
I like
transitions.
desserts as well, but that's
it's
not.
Like, that's the dessert drop. It's like the mic drop.
Mm-hmm.
Just come in and like dessert
Boop.
drop.
That's right.
Bam.
Yeah,
you know?
no. On
Tim likes brownies.
Wednesday the 16th, please, if you feel like it, the Emmaus Soup Kitchen, they feed a lot of people, and
122.
yeah,
About.
yeah,
And a half.
that's
Yeah.
still a lot of people. So
And they really they need desserts.
so they do need desserts.
I think we should probably collect vegetables for them, but I might be at a minority. Fruits and vegetables.
For dessert?
They like pie.
No, but I'm just saying. I think it's not healthy to give
Yeah.
people desserts all the time. That's why even our coffee and donut thing, we're gonna have a
All right. Well,
a committee to discuss the.
we'll have to have a conversation about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put that on the list.
A pre-K teacher, a kindergarten teacher, is I guess that's what pre-K stands for. Obviously, with my just post
Could
pre-K
you teach
education that I
pre-K
got.
for a year?
Me?
Yes.
No.
Could you?
How much? Like, am I being like? Bet
I
a
mean,
certain amount?
I could try. I mean, my daughter is just out of.
Actually, they
she's in
need Monday, Wednesday,
kindergarten.
Friday. You just could take one day a week,
We could.
and we see who survives.
I taught kindergarten faith formation one day. I thought I was gonna die. So.
I taught music in elementary school for one day.
Oh,
that ended quickly.
Yeah, yeah.
it's a
But-
tough job, and we
but
need somebody. To,
I met with Holly
But-
earlier today. We still need that position is still open.
I added a picture this time.
Yes.
The joy of look at all those
a headless
well-behaved children
That's a Montessori classroom.
sitting there.
it's like
Wonderful.
the Peanuts. I bet the caption was like wah 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 wah.
Yeah, from the Peanuts. Wah, 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 wah.
Well, if you don't want to teach, you can still help our school students.
Yes.
You
We'll get
can.
that for a transition.
That was really
Okay?
good.
A
That was
plus,
really good. That
A
was like
plus.
Very good.
you opened it. It was
Right.
good.
We're collecting donations for our back to school. Who came up with some of these words? Back to school supplies, right?
This
So
one
we're-
was Sarah. If you
Okay.
actually want to know, she made
of
this one.
The church office is collecting donations of anyway, back to school supplies. Yes. So we want, we're trying to, upgrade from our broken crayons and dried up markers, right? So for St. Jude, Tracy, our faith formation, religious education, all these programs, we love to use Crayola, specifically branded crayons. They smell the best. Markers, I'm less snooty about those. But bring in whatever you can. Do we have boxes? Do we have bins? Do we have?
People have been putting them in the food collection bins.
But I think we need to, because I said we have a bin.
Yeah, that's where they've been putting
Bin.
them.
Yeah, we need a bin.
So
I want
Get a bin.
Okay.
We'll get a dedicated bin in the You want it in the vestibule of the church?
It says located near the studio sacristy in the back of the church.
Okay. So literally right over there. I get to point at it. We'll put it right there under the window.
Diana, can you do that for us?
Thank you, Diana.
She's already on it. Look at her. She's laminating the sign.
Diana,
right
you don't have
now.
to run. You can. It's okay.
Thank you.
Look at her go.
Finally.
And she's
Someone who
quick.
works around here. All right.
I don't know if you've noticed, but we've had this in the bulletin for like a month,
Yes.
and it's very big because it's very important.
Mhm.
It's important for us to know that we are revealing Jesus as we should be, but it's also helpful for other people to see that is what we are about and what we're doing here. So if you have not left us a Google review, please do. And hello, Levi. Welcome to the podcast.
Oh, look at him.
Yeah.
I think he knows. He's so regal.
He's so-
He knows he's on camera right now.
He really wanted. He's like, he was, scratching at my feet. So
There you go.
Since Diana left the door open. Well, yeah, that was a good, good highlight there. Yeah, again, this is a QR code. Just scan it, takes you to our Google review page.
Mm-hmm.
People have been doing it. We get like one a week, and they're all really positive.
So we need a negative one?
No,
Oh.
no, we want positive ones.
I want one like we're too welcoming.
Yes, well, we get those.
like that.
in
those
other ways.
those we do get, but yeah, not usually through a Google review.
Yes, that's just a general
That'd be,
review.
that'd be a good.
That does
Church is
happen.
Too welcoming.
It does happen
Thank
from
you.
time to time.
Thank you for your feedback.
Speaking of that, actually,
Yes.
the question for this week,
Ooh.
what does it take to be a parishioner? This comes off of this is what's posted on our webpage. So when it says like if you're looking to join the church or the
Mhm.
parish or get baptized, you'll find this list. Because we had a
Precepts.
lot of questions about. There's my Minnesota accent coming out about. But there's been a lot of questions like this past as people were getting ready to looking at things for Catholic school and stuff like, am I an active parishioner at St. Jude's or in the church or at my church? And so
I don't know.
it's a fun term that's kind of come out of that, which is a registered active member, because some people are registered but they're not really active, and some people are active but they weren't registered. So both those things, but those are probably the two. Those are important, for bookkeeping things. But these things really do talk about like the basics of Catholicism. So if you want to check that out, and if you're these things, you are an active member
And
of
I
our
think,
church. So thank you.
obviously, I promote this, but I think just as an important note, like a lot of people, this is the standard, right? I mean, the church has an answer for everything, but the church holds a very high standard, and all of us are held to a very high standard as Christians, right? I mean, so that's why we take this very seriously.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing now, if I were to do a survey, there'd be a handful of people in our church that definitely fit the requirement of all these, but there might be, a large majority that don't. But again, if you've missed because you're sick or something, Mass, that's okay. But you are supposed to go to Mass every weekend and the holy days of obligation, which in the U.S., what is it, like 4 or 5 a year? And one of them is Christmas, and one of them is like Easter. Or Christmas, Christmas is on the list, right? But, reconciliation once a year. So again, how hard is that? We offer confession all the time. Receive communion, great, right? Fasting, almsgiving, abstinence during the Lenten season, right? We all love Lent. Here.
Lent you.
Yeah, we love Lent. And of course, find a ministry. That's kind of our own little addition there. But because we want you to be connected. And so we want to see you at Mass, and we want you to take the Mass out into the world. It's such an important thing. We do have the special collection coming up. We wanted to highlight that. There's still a lot of issues all over our world, but especially our brothers and sisters in Latin America. They still have a lot of growth and a lot of things happening. But honestly, in terms of Catholicism, there's a lot of attacks on Catholicism in Central and Latin America because of issues in the past, the government and the church colluding on certain things. And so now there's still a lot of issues, and a lot of Protestant groups are actually stealing, Catholics away. So I think this is such a beautiful thing. So we put the prayer in, which came from the USCCB, about the church in Latin America to remind us as we do this.
Excuse me.
Okay. Well, that's part of the live.
Well,
We are live. So, yeah.
So I guess in summation, just we'll hopefully see you at the picnic.
Yes.
Tomorrow. Please come, even if it's pouring rain. We'll have food.
Mass,
we'll make it work.
picnic,
And then next week, or no,
open
is it next week or
house,
no? Assumption,
Assumption.
and then open house.
sounds good.
And wait to see what our Assumption Mass times are.
Yeah, just follow us on social media. We'll get them out there. All right.
Awesome.
Thank you all.
Please like and subscribe.